Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 1687 of What You Up To Now. Today we're going to talk about story and putting someone in the picture. Our idiom, our expression for Supersize Your Business today was to put someone in the picture, meaning to give somebody information that they need to understand something. Well, this applies to pretty much every area and aspect of our life and definitely relates to communication. It's what do we communicate, who do we communicate with, how are we sharing that information with them? Great idiom for communication. So we talked about who do we need to inform, what kind of things we need to share with them with respect to growing and building and supersizing our business. For our annual challenge today, we are entering into the SOAP framework for an area or aspect of communication today. And I selected my social media communication, and I'm going to overview, and today I'm going to look at my current story or situation and my desired story or situation. And the tool we're using is the storyboard to the vision board. So we're going to create both a storyboard and a vision board that will describe our current situation, quick graph, just draw that out in a little process chart or storyboard, and then create a little vision board, and not a giant innate vision board unless you want to hop online and do that. You can do it really fast now online. You can create vision boards. There's vision board software, there's vision board apps. Remember when vision boards first came online and people started using them and sharing them? Primarily after the movie The Secret is when they really exploded, but they've been around for a long time. It's basically just a graphic depiction, or we cut out pictures and paper and headlines and words that mean something to us, and we put them on. I actually have a 3-part presentation chart of my latest vision board, as well as a ring binder about this thick that I created a couple of years ago that had all kinds of different things in the different areas and aspects of my life that I wanted to see come into my life. I need to go through that and pull out the ones that I've already achieved, because I know there's a bunch of them in there. But basically, that's what we're doing today as our action item. What is our current story and situation about the area of communication that we're looking at? And then what's our desired or our vision, and what do we want ultimately for that area of communication? So me, social media communication, what's it like right now? What am I doing? What's working? What's not working? What platforms am I using, etc.? And then what do I want it to be? What is my ultimate vision, my vision board for what I want my social media communication to be? Because I shouldn't admit this here or anywhere, but I actually don't have a huge intention and purposeful motive behind my content creation. I create my content for the group, for my Supersize Your Business group, and then I do the annual challenge for the group of people that want to do something every day to improve themselves, like me. And there's not a huge intent behind those. I'm not trying to con anybody into anything or sell anybody anything. I just like to share the lessons that I've learned and the things that I'm learning and how I'm growing as I do those things. That's why I do the annual challenge, and I want to communicate and continue to communicate and build relationships with the people in my Supersize Your Business for Female Entrepreneurs group. So some of these things have funny stories behind them. This actually is from Funnel Hacking Live 2018, where I created a bunch of these, and I've got some hanging up there. I did a white one, a red one, a pink one, and a black one, which I've tried to pull the letters off of, but they do not come off. So this was Funnel Hacking Live 2018, ClickFunnels, Pajama Grandma, because I was Pajama Grandma when I showed up at Funnel Hacking Live 2018. And I created these frames to capture moments, capture images, and do fun things at that event. I also showed up in my robe every day, which is, I know, kind of embarrassing now, but not really. It was something that I actually did do intentionally to communicate the lifestyle that I was wanting to create back then for myself and for the people I was working with. Now, with COVID-19 and so many people stuck in their yoga pants and pajamas for a year or more, I didn't abandon the Pajama Grandma persona. I mean, that's kind of still who I am, but I also didn't want that to be what I was trying to say, that people need to stay stuck or stay in that mode unless they really choose and want to. Now, I like to get dressed every day. And as I stopped being Pajama Grandma and stopped wearing my robes, I actually gave, I think, 24 robes to Goodwill the other day. And I promised myself I'd do another 7, because nobody needs as many robes as I still own. But I don't know that I will. go back to Pajama Grandma. I think it was something that I was just trying on to see if it fit me and my personality. And it did it in some ways, but not in all the ways that I want to show up in the world. So again, that deals with communication. How do we want to show up in the world? How does how we show up communicate to other people and the people that we want to reach? So SOAP framework, we're starting that today with respect to communication. The S in SOAP framework, again, story or situation. What's our current, what's our desired? Because that creates a gap between where we are and where we want to be. And we use the rest of the framework, the O, the A, and the P, over the next 3 days to fill that gap. How are we going to fill that gap? Now that we've identified that gap, it's like creating a vacuum. The world abhors a vacuum, and as soon as it's created, all of a sudden things will start to fill it up. If we don't intentionally fill it up, other things outside of us will fill up that vacuum. That's why when we get rid of a bad habit, we have to substitute a good habit, because if we don't, the world will either swing us back to that bad habit or give us another bad habit to take the place of the one that we are trying to eliminate in our life. That's true of anything. If we change a belief, it creates a vacuum. If we decide that a belief doesn't make sense for us anymore because, yeah, we believed it and it served us when we were younger, but now we've changed, we've grown up, we've had a bunch of experiences, and it doesn't apply to us anymore, we can say, I want to get rid of this belief, but if we don't choose a belief to replace it with, our subconscious will, and the subconscious won't necessarily fill it with one that benefits us. So we want to make sure that we're always doing things that are in our favor. All right, if I can help you anyway, ask. I have some catching up to do because it was a holiday weekend. Whenever there's a holiday weekend, I spend a lot of time with friends and family, and that means that I'm not paying attention to the work things that I'm doing that I want to do. I don't have to do them now. I choose to do them, which is a totally different perspective and ball game. All right, I'll be with you tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.